What's up, guys? This is Matt with Avoda Talk, or the real Matt Walton. This is your hub for all things kingdom business, business as ministry, business strategy. My goal is to provide as much value minute by minute each podcast that you listen to. So let's get to it. So what's up, guys? This is Matt with Avoda Talk, or at the real Matt Walton, depending on how you found me. And thank you so much for joining us today. I am very excited to provide just a further update with Javier. He's one of my guys here, and he's got just a great story. And so we're going to get into that here in a minute. But the purpose of this channel is to just minute by minute provide as much value as I possibly can for the listeners out there. And I believe that Javier's story is one that can really encourage and motivate those that are out there. So without further ado, let's welcome Javier. Man, thank you for coming back on, Javier.
Yeah, of course. You're welcome.
So I want to give the audience just a brief story about where you were at, and then kind of segue that into where you're at now.
So I didn't have a job. I didn't have a life. Like, the only thing I did is just do drugs every day. And now it's like I have a job. I have responsibilities at work, at home. Back then I didn't. Like, I didn't worry about paying rent, paying bills, anything had to do with bills or anything. Now I can actually provide for my family. I actually pay child support. It feels actually good. I help my mom, like my mom. If she needs help, she'll call me. She'll tell me, hey, you think you can let me borrow some money so I can pay this? I'm like, yeah, of course. So it feels good being able to provide from to my family. Anybody that asks me, hey, you think you can lend me some money? It's like, it feels good to be able to help someone. Now it's like I have a good job. I have responsibilities at my work. I accomplish things, and it feels good. Back then, it was just like I didn't even think about it. Now it's like I wake up happy that I have a job, that my family that my family's happy. Brothers and sisters are, they're happy for me that I'm doing good, that I have a job, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and it's hopefully in 5 or 3 years, I don't know, get my own house or something, be able to get a house for my mom, my sister, and it just feels good being able to think like that. Because back then, that didn't even cross my mind at all. Now it's like I'm thinking about the goals that I have in, like, going forward right now in my life, and it just feels good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So just for the audience, Javier really embodies our culture here, and our culture is the way that he interacts with people. I mean, he's always smiling, and his appetite to get better, and to educate himself on something like painting that was a struggle there for a while. But Javier would come and tell me, hey, I was watching these videos, I was doing this, I called this guy to get some information, and just really took ownership over becoming what he has the ability to do now. And that's, getting pretty close to being perfect on painting. And so that embodies our culture here. And somebody that may not have been able to meet our requirements on day one, but you fast forward a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and then he's climbing that ladder to meet that. And so that's just awesome. I wanted the audience to hear that. I want to talk about what are some things that you had to overcome, and how did you overcome them? Drug addiction, that kind of deal. And how did you overcome it? Being in prison, all that.
Going to prison, that was my first time going to prison, because I've done rehab, and for some people it actually does help. For me, I don't know why it didn't. I went to rehab for like 7 months, and probably like less than a month, I went back to using drugs. And this time I went to prison, not even for a long time, but still, it's like that experience that, or just when I was in county, just thinking about, you know what, damn, like, I'm getting sentenced to go to prison. So it's like that just changed everything. And when I actually hit prison, it was like, I was like just looking at everything that was that was going on. It's like it's like this is for real. This is happening. So that right there, it changed my life. Um, like when I got out, it's like I don't know. I just started thinking differently. Got a job. Oh, so when I got out of prison, I went to this place called Casa Grande. That place is amazing. It's like it's an amazing place. It helps you out a lot. So they help you get a job. They help you get your ID, everything back together. Everything, your social, everything. Things that I didn't even have. Like when I was like on drugs, I didn't even have my ID, my social, everything was lost. Everything in my life was lost. Now it's like yeah, that place right there helped me out. They helped me with this job that I have right now. This container pools. Uh Amazing place. So yeah, uh Casa Grande was an experience that changed my life.
Hmm.
And yeah, so that place right there got me to where I'm at right now. And now it's like I'm always busy. I always have something to do. So that right there, like it helps me out not to think about negative things or having to use drugs or think the way I used to think. Now it's like I think about just work. Once I get to work, I'm just thinking about what am I gonna do or what do I have to do today or make sure this gets done. That's the only thing that's going through my mind, and it just feels good.
That's awesome. Yeah, and it's really encouraging to watch as well. Because just for the audience, he was I hired him when you were still in prison. That was the Casa Grande that you
Correct.
mentioned, and and then there's always that concern with everybody whenever we get out. It's like okay, we get hit with the real world, and Javier adapted really really well, and it's I think it's awesome. We as business people have an opportunity to collaborate with people like Javier to a lot of times we just need a little bit of structure, and then you take that to a whole nother level, and take it to where you're at now. And structure is the very thing that can provide that freedom that somebody is in search for, is in need of, and it provides those goals to where they can start to climb those ranks and accomplish those goals. And when you get ID, when you get social, when you get all of those things, you start, building up that confidence, and through that confidence, you're able to have motivation to do more things and to continue to climb those ranks. Last question is what are you most excited for going forward? And it can be 10 things.
I don't know. It's just like having to think like everything that's going on right now is like I actually do think about it. I do. I'm like, wow. So if it's going this good for me, this is good. Like even though I don't have I live with my mom. I help her out and everything. But it's just having to think that okay, I have a job. I'm paying rent. I have income coming in. So it just feels good. It's like, but now thinking about what's gonna happen in 5, 10 years. That question like is this. It's very strong. It's like just thinking about where am I gonna be at in 5, 10 years? So it's like, well, I really want in those like when like you saving, I'm gonna save money up and just try to get a place. That's where I see myself. I get in a place and then just working in myself. Like I'm like seeing myself before and right now where I'm at right now. I'm like that's the only thing I think about. It's just like okay, so if I'm doing this good, imagine in 5 years. Damn, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Oh yeah.
I literally do think about all that.
Yeah.
Like not having a house, but at the same time, yes, but then just myself. Like that's what I like. Okay, you don't get nervous talking in live. I don't know, just change just myself. That's where I'm
Just excited to see
myself.
where
Yeah,
you'll be at in
yeah,
5 years from
yeah.
now. I love it, man.
That's
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. Like
I think you'll, because you touched on a couple of things, it's like get into a house, and just get into somewhere. I think that's a big goal of yours as well. Also, you mentioned a child support earlier, and kind of working through that as well.
yeah,
Um, those are at least some things I'm super excited about as well. And Javier is a part of our, we're at the very beginning stages of our DCAT program, to where we come alongside Javier and other guys that I have as well, that are giving a blueprint of how you're going to accomplish every single one of those goals. And so, um, I can't wait to see you in 5 to 10 years also. It's really cool to see after a couple of years and to see where you're at and where you're at now. It's very encouraging. I think you're gonna accomplish those goals. I think it's gonna happen probably quicker than 5 to 10 years, for sure 10 years. I think that we get on a right, what I would call is a roadmap, and a goal plan, and then we just start pursuing that day after day after day. So just some encouragement, Javier, man, keep doing what you're doing, but don't ever allow yourself to get stagnant. Always be analyzing at what can I do different now? Like maybe I'm just going to make up stuff, right? Or throw stuff out there. Maybe now I want to start exercising. I want to start eating different. And in order to do that, I need to wake up a little bit earlier. I want to start reading or educating on something, or maybe learning a new skill within leadership or something like that, all while working on a budget and working towards the goal of what it's going to take to get into the house and to get, with the child support and all of that kind of stuff. So very encouraged by that, Javier. Can't wait to see where you're at. And, I got your back, man, to the
Thank you.
fullest.
Thanks.
So cool. Awesome. Well, thank you, Javier.
Yeah, thank you.
You got it, brother.